Today I'm going to be showing you every prison escape in Mad City Chapter 2, so make sure you're subscribed and let's get into it. Down here I have every escape item possible and I'm going to be showing you where every single one of them goes. Of course, you got the two weapons, you got the pistol, you got the knife. Now these aren't actually escape items obviously, but you can actually get them whilst you're searching the crates. So we're going to start off with this one, which I'm pretty sure is the Dynamite. Every time you equip something, it's actually really useful. It tells you where to go on the map, so I'm just going to follow it. While we make our way over here, it's also important to know that most of these items actually have 2 or more places that you can actually use them. This one though, the Dynamite, has only got 1 space, and that's over here. Okay, so just come on down here, hold E, place the Dynamite, and this is actually one of the escapes from Chapter 1, so most of you probably already knew this one. The light will blow up, and then you can just run along it, and then jump out. Pretty simple. Next up we have this hammer looking one, even though there's actually quite a few hammer looking ones here. This one actually goes on over here in the bathroom, so if you just go on over here and you just break the toilet, this actually takes you down to the sewers. Now from down here there's 2 ways you can go. You can either go out that way or out that way. Totally up to you. Personally though, I just go for the one straight forward because it's nice and simple. You just go straight forward and there you go, you're out. This next one is the lockpick, and as you can see there's quite a few different places that you can use this one. Firstly is right here. This is just the floor up from the cells room. If you just hold E to lockpick this door and then you walk through it, and there's actually a second door that you have to lockpick. Do note that when you actually lockpick it, it doesn't open straight away. You've got to like run back into it for some reason. And there you go, you're pretty much out at this point. But like I said, most of these items have more than one escape, and this one, the lockpick, actually has a second one, and it's right here. Most of you probably already know this escape anyway because it was in Chapter 1, but you just go through there, you open this, and then there you go. You're out. Next up we got this hammer looking thing, even though we already had this hammer. This might be a bug, or maybe there's more than one way to actually make a hammer now. I'm not going to go over this again because I've already done it, but there's 2 hammers in the game. Next up we have the pickaxe. Now this actually goes over here. If you just go past the workout section, you just go on up to this wall. For this one you got to keep holding E, it doesn't take that long, and then eventually you're out. Next up we have the screwdriver. As you can see there's loads of different icons in the prison, but that's only because I'm pretty sure this is the only way you can actually get inside of the vent. So if you just use the screwdriver to get on in there, and now the reason there's loads of different icons is because there's loads of these little vents in the vents, so you can like drop out at any time, and there's just loads of these scattered around the vents, so that's why there's loads of icons. Next up we have the spoon escape. Now this just goes right on over here where you used to actually be able to jump over this fence. You can't now, but it's an actual escape. This is probably one of my favorites since it was actually in very early Chapter 1. You just hold to dig and then there you go, you're out. Next up we have whatever this is supposed to be. I don't exactly know what this is, but it apparently goes on over here. For this one you just have to hold E and it will set this whole thing on fire. This is probably one of the coolest escapes in the game. It sets this on fire and then just run to the little gap in the fence down there. While we're here I might as well just do this as well. This is the lighter, a different escape tool which basically does the same thing. Set it on fire, again you run along here and then you go down to the gap that's just down in that fence over there. This next one is the wrench, and it basically does the same thing as the screwdriver. Just hold E, open up the vents, and then there you go. And then you've also got access to these extra little vents that you can just drop down into. Next up we have this dynamite. So there's actually 2 dynamites in the game. Just like I said, there's many items that just cover the same thing, so I guess it's just different ways of actually making these items. Again, you just go to this, you hold E, and just like that it will blow it up and you can run along this and then you're out. And finally we have the ladder. As you can see, this has 2 different places that it can actually be used. One of the places is right here in this little area where there's a bunch of trees and chairs. You just go on over to the X, you hold E, and it will place it. You can also use the ladder over here where the mining place is, and you just, again, go on over to the X, hold E, it places it, you can climb on out of the prison wall, and there you go, just run along this, and you are basically out, and that is all of the prison escapes. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully this helped you escape the prison. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, and that's it from me. Thanks for watching.